Hey yo, it's 5 rounds, 5 topics a season. Home of the most controversial opinions. Dropping each round on a Friday. If you're about the top trends, then it's our way. So make sure you subscribe. Believe it or not, the vibe is out here. Whereby the peeps can talk with no fear. Hey, what's the name of the podcast right here? What's happening? This the vibe right here. Pandees be the tribe right here. We about to go live right here. If you're talking about the rounds, then it's 5 right here. What's happening? This the vibe right here. Pandees be the tribe right here. We about to go live right here. If you're talking about the rounds, then it's 5 right here. Hey, yo, hit the like button. You know I'll be checking.
I need to click out of this overlay. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, good people? I have no lighting. What the hell's going on in my lighting? You know what I mean? It looks like I'm in the darkness.
No, it looks like a porn room or something like that. it looks like a porn room. It's like a room you find in Amsterdam or something, you know.
Why are you hating, man? Why are you hating? Huh? Just because I'm beefing up my lighting, you're hating.
So, it looks like some place that would be at Didi's house, a room that would be in Didi's house or something.
This shit was meant to be good evening. Why is Wantali in a what? Why is Wantali in a what? Let me see. Why is Wantali in the red light district?
You see what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why people are saying.
You people are haters, man. You people are haters. Is that better? Is that You people are haters, man.
No, still I say, I don't know. There's something pointing about your room. There's something pointing about your room.
You guys are hating, man. Evening. Good evening, Gunjan. Good evening, Gunjan. What's up, man? You guys don't like the colors, man. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all are haters, man. Y'all are haters.
No,
right,
it's a bit.
Let me put red.
It's a bit like
Red.
Like an acting room, you know?
Okay, maybe it is. Maybe it is. How do you know? Maybe after this, I'm going to be acting. How do you know? Huh? How do you guys know? Anyway, I wanna. Where's the? I was looking for the porn app thing. You know, that's what I was looking for. Wrong one. You can tell that it's been a while. You know what I mean? You can tell. Oh, Mr. Ovi, too nice. How are you, man? See, Ovi's paused now. Ovi's paused. Mr. Ovi, too nice. Hello. We've lost Ovi.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
We've lost Ovi. My internet is better than Ovi's. Wow, this is dope. I like this. My internet is better than Ovi's. Let me move this light. Huh?
Am I here? No? Am I here? No?
You're here.
No? Back?
Hey, Miss Melina, what's up, man? What's going on? I see you've been giving Man United a lot of slander, man.
Who's that?
Boom.
Who's been doing that to Man United?
Miss Melina is a Arsenal fan, so she's been slandering United. So boom, boom, boom. Give it to Brian Buemo.
I know. I said the way it's warm. I said I don't even know.
Buemo. Mm-hmm.
It's so warm. I can't even breathe anymore. I can't even feel myself. I don't.
People came here for seriousness. So we need to be serious. Let's be serious. Last episode, Gunjan already asked, is this the last episode? Yes, Gunjan, it is the last episode. We will never come back again. I'm joking. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Okay, guys, listen, it's not the last episode. Well, it is the last episode of 5 Rounds, but it's not the last time you will see us. You will see us more and more and more and more. Don't worry about it. This is now just going to become a dedicated YouTube channel. In fact, guys, what I want y'all to do is subscribe to our new channel, 5 Rounds Clips, because there we've posted the trailer. But the trailers, I'll release it in a minute when I reveal the trailer to the new show. You know what I'm saying? So just stick with us. But yeah, just make sure you're subscribed to this channel here, because that's where the trailer is going to drop for the new show. Fana Donut, I see you. Who's Fana Donut? Who's the donut guy? How are the ladies? What ladies? What ladies? What ladies? New channel, old syndicate. Hey. No. Okay, so it's a new channel. Oh crap. I just realized I gave you like the studio link in it. Come on, man.
Yeah, wait until somebody's gonna click it and come on live here.
No, they're not. This is another channel. Ovida knows. So Ovi, apparently you know about this, bro. Apparently you know about this. Okay, you know what?
I know about what?
You're a donut guy? Donut guy?
Don't mind this guy.
Okay. Anyway, Ovi, I sent you some clips. Yeah, what did I miss? Well, you missed Buemo. Ovi, I sent you some clips, man. I said, look, these are the clips. So you've seen some. There's some clips that I've picked that I'm going to, we're going to reminisce a little bit. Going to take you guys down memory lane. For those that don't know, or maybe even the guys that watch just never really seen, the iconic moments of this show. Right, let's start now. Welcome to 5Roundz podcast. My name is Wantali. We've got Mr. Ovi, two nice guys. If you are new to this channel, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button. We've got 1,715. Oh yeah, don't be late there too. Miss Melina says don't be late there too. She got the cover, man. This is what we do.
This one we can't do this. This one never.
It's what we do. Ovi Blue Ties. We got 1,715 subscribers on this channel. So guys, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, man. If you like culture, vibes, laughter with a hint of controversy, you're on the right channel. So this is 5Roundz podcast only for tonight, because from tomorrow it's a different channel. Still 5Roundz, but we're going to change it up a little bit. Right, Ovi, this is the final round. Okay, the final round. Okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
No.
There's only one clip at the minute, Gunjan, but I will add more clip. Don't worry, I'm uploading the clips. Okay, I'm even uploading clips right now. There's one clip there now, but I'm going to reveal the trailer clip on this show. Live on this show, I will reveal the trailer. You know what I'm saying? So what have I been up to? I know Gunjan all week, every week, Gunjan goes, "Are you guys going live? Are you guys going live? Are you guys going live?" I was like, Gunjan.
Yeah.
Every week, Gunjan. Yeah. Anna as well, to be fair. And I said, slow down.
No.
Need you, Mr. Wantali. Relax yourself. I'm not here for banter. I'm here for serious business. This is a sad day. The podcast is ending. There's so many things to do. And guys, feel free to ask questions, because this show is going to be very, very flexible. I have a few things that we're going to do, or not do, but there are a few things I'm going to obviously announce, like the new show, obviously the channel I've done. But feel free to ask any questions, because now is the time, because this podcast obviously coming to an end. It started with 5 people, so 5 friends, right? So it started with Ovi's frozen again, I think.
Papa. Can I not see me? No.
Now, how is it possible that I sorted out my internet, but Ovi didn't sort out his internet?
Okay, hold on. Am I frozen again? Okay, 2 seconds. Let me fix this.
Terrible.
I know why this been happening. Cuz
you're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay.
That's too loud. Always slow to everyone. And then I've got someone who wants to rev their car as well, which is absolutely lovely. Oh, look at that. Now you just got me. Now you've just got me. Now our big chest got bigger. Announced a farewell. Who's this? Now our big chest got bigger. Announced a farewell. We graduated. Yeah, I could see that you were worried, Gunjan. I could see that you were worried. But don't worry, we're still here. We just wanted to adapt the channel, I think at first, maybe let me start with the why we're doing this. Why is the channel coming to an end? 5Roundz is coming to an end because of how it started and how it works. So it started because of 5 friends who were having conversations, as you guys know, having conversations, and we thought, let's bring this to a podcast, and it worked when there was 5 of us. But now it doesn't work because there's 1.5, if you know what I mean. You know,
No,
And
the OG's
what's the guy?
Yeah, so we had to make it work for the demographic that we have, the people that we have. Of course, we have people that help us: Drew, RJ, Bowie, Sam, Dre, Kelvin, Patrick. All these guys are there, but obviously they come in when they're free or when they can and stuff like that, and obviously, just to mention a few, because there's plenty more people that help us in the background. So like I was saying, the show started with 5 people. Ovi, actually, you tell the story. How did the show start?
No, so the story started. Anyway, when the idea was brought up, it was the day. I think I wasn't there anyway. Yeah, it was. We were playing until during COVID. A lot of people, used to. The only way of people conversating, guys, because everybody was at home. We can't go out. So it used to be PlayStation, and everybody would be in the chat room there on PlayStation playing games and chatting away. But obviously, because you're playing games and you're talking stories, you're talking about football, talking about whatever, different things. So the idea came up and said, guys, all this stuff that we're just talking about, it can be a good idea if we had a podcast and just, talk about it.
Yeah.
And there was the idea. And down today, look at it. It's a big podcast now. Compared to when we started, I think when we started, I remember the first ever episode, we were talking about the PlayStation as well.
Yeah,
first ever episode.
We were. Yeah. So we even spoke about something that inspired us to create the podcast. 1 + 1 = 11. We rename it to 11 rounds. I see, Gunja, you've gotten jokes. Huh? You've gotten jokes since you started. I don't know if you guys have seen this in the chat. There's that thing called top fans. So people that chat, if you if you comment, you get points or something, So I guess we can, we'll recognize that at the end of the show. So right now, Gunjan is running with it, man. He's top. That's why he's got the crown and the number 1 on his name, because Gunjan's top, man. He's top guy. So if you want a big Gunjan, keep talking. Okay. Did you guys see the trailer? Maybe let's start there. Did you see the clip? The clip that we put out. So I'm just I'll play the clip so that you can see the emotion that got into that.
Play the clip, quick. Play the clip.
The clip right there. It was emotional. Even making it was emotional. I was like, yeah. I had a bit of a word with Nala and MP, and they were like, "Hey, you're ending the podcast." I'm like, "Yeah, Okay, here we go.
So what?
What's up, guys? You've been chilling.
Pandees. So what? Subscribe.
You know what? When I was making this, I had goosebumps. Because
why do you have to be so emotional, bro?
It's the last one. It's the last one. It has to be special. We have to bid farewell.
Stay good. It's like Titanic. You should be sitting. I know.
Emotional, damn it.
No. Everything deserves a send-off. It deserves a good send-off. You know what I mean? You don't just thank you, neighbor, messing up my sound and that. Everything deserves a send-off. You can't just say, oh no, it's over, that's it, done. Let's carry on. So everything deserves its. I think we wouldn't be here without the podcast. This wouldn't be what it is right now without the podcast. I guess this gives me a very good caveat into Phew.
No,
You know
don't
what?
cry. It's okay. Don't cry. Don't cry.
No,
Don't cry. Don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry. I'll start with Patrick. It's been an honor working with everybody. I wanna maybe clear up something because we never really cleared up why we went from 5 rounds to maybe two people. Well, we went from 5 to 2, 3. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So obviously things happen. People grow, develop, or they have different things that they need to commit themselves to. And also then you have differences in, creative differences on how you want things to go. Because don't forget, this was really important to all of us, right? And we all are different people and we have different ideas and all these things. So, at a certain point, obviously people have disagreements, but disagreements are normal. They're not personal, they're professional. You know what I'm saying? So obviously we had our disagreements, and Nala, Patrick, and MP decided, look, they're gonna go their own way, and we respected that. And till today we are still good friends. In fact, I'll be in Dublin soon at a wedding, and we'll all be in one place. If we're all in one place, I'll take a picture so I can prove to you that we're still good. But yeah, even with everything that's happened, now the MP they're emotional about this. They're like, "Oh man, you ended the podcast? Why?" So that was the reason. So I just want to come. I want to be straight with you guys and say, look, this is what happened. This is why we had to adapt. And then obviously we had to get people in. We had to get new characters in because things like podcasts, you need characters. Okay, so let's forget Ovi for a minute because I've got an entire montage of videos for the Ovi section. Okay, and his many characters and
Right.
many mishaps.
He's trying to exposure. These days, there's a misconduct of exposition. You have played around.
No, the rules have changed in Malawi. We're going to talk about that on the next show. Don't worry about it. We'll touch everything. We'll go.
Misconduct of exposition.
No one is safe. Gunchan says MP is Ganesh. No, MP is not Ganesh. He's clever. Oh, you mean he's clever? Yeah. He is clever. He's a clever dude. Clever dude. Yeah. So I mean, look, the door is still open. This place is a home for everyone. And the door has always been open. Trust me. We wanted them to come for the 5 rounds birthday, the one that we had before, because I felt like we needed a reunion. But things happen, things do happen. So I'm just keeping it 100 with you guys, basically.
100.
Be 100, because we promise we'll tell you some untold stories. I mean, one of the things is, one tally can be a bit. Hey, I could be a bit, yeah. Hot temper.
100. Keep 100. Put some respect on my name. I ain't gonna say no more.
I'm going.
I'm going. I ain't gonna say no more. I'm going. I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna pull out where you didn't know I'm gonna pull out.
Oh my God, here we go.
But I said I pull up on you on 5 rounds. That's why I said I pull up on you on 5 rounds. So speak.
Yeah. Anyway, carrying on, right? I think maybe we should talk about Ovi. Maybe we should, yeah. No, but Ovi, you're your own thing. You're your own, yeah. Obviously, it went from 5 to 2. And as you can tell, we're two different people. I mean, look now.
We were 1 minute, man. 1 round. How could you call it 5 rounds? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Simple, Kevin. Simple mathematics. The ideology is very easy.
But the brand is still 5 rounds. It's still 5 rounds because of how it began. It's the origin. The origin story of it started with 5 people. It's called 5 rounds. This is what you guys in the chat know it as. So now it's going to be more of a YouTube channel. So maybe let me now give you some housekeeping things, right? The podcast itself, it stops today, right? So everything on Spotify, everything on YouTube stays the same. I'm not deleting anything. Everything will still be there. But the podcast, this will be the last time we ever do a 5 rounds podcast episode, unless something changes one day, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? So this will be the last time. So then there will be a new show. But I want to just break through some things. And if you guys have questions, by the way, please put them in the chat. Maybe Ovi, have you got questions?
No, me, I got no questions, man. Real G's don't ask questions.
I'll answer the why we're always late. Why are we always late?
Yeah. Ask less.
Ask who?
I'm saying that ask less, no less.
Ask no less.
Yeah.
Raman. And why are we always late? Well,
we have got different time zones.
Something always goes wrong.
No, we have got different time. We have got different time zones.
Something goes wrong. And I always there's always, for me personally, there's always the one thing I forget and I remember it like 2 minutes before the show, or somebody calls me 2 minutes before the show as well. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So I have to be polite.
But as well, because of different time zones,
We'll try not
different time zones.
We'll try not to be late.
Because me as my time compared to England, as we're you guys are ahead with 10 minutes. That's why I'm late, because when you're 7, me, I'm 10 minutes to 7. Because it's 10 minutes, because of the equator. You know how the equator is, yeah? Because it's like this. Because there's a bend somewhere. So that bend causes that inflation of time.
I've got something for you, and I put this the other day.
What the hell?
As the people who are geologists, they know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Geologists, they understand what I'm talking about.
Oh my God!
Geologists.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's a clever transporter. John says. Okay. Carrying on.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings. Oh, the other reason the fact checker's not here. The fact checker used to, so he was always free on Fridays. But now he's doing what he's doing. I don't know if I can talk about what he's doing, but what he's doing is really important. It's good for, I'll just say it's good for the youth. He's doing a lot of good work for the youth. So, but he has to work on Fridays. That's why he hasn't been on the podcast. There's no issues there. It's just that he just hasn't been free on Fridays. Normally he's the right-hand man. He's the guy, he's always there, Mr. Reliable, but he's been busy. So, but when he's free, I'm sure he will join us, Mr. Fact Checker himself. So right now we're a podcast without a fact checker. That's mad. You know what I mean? But if people out there, you guys watching, if you want to be a fact checker, dude, listen, we were open to welcome people and stuff like that. Let me get, so I've spoken about the members. Let's see. How so Ovi spoke about how it came about. I mean, you guys have heard the story of how me and Patrick are friends. We grew up together. We went to school together and whatnot. And then I met this guy who went to Elmer High School. If you remember that video where he was saying he went to Kapuga. In fact, why did you insult Kapuga? People from Kapuga. Why did you do that? Why did you
trying to blend in with the real G's, man? Real G's are like that. You go everywhere and you just blend in. You just blend in and changing. If I can meet some people who say I was crazy, say, yeah, bro, make sure I was there, bro.
Do me a
I tell you, so ask you which class. I'll ask you first. No. Let me. I'll ask you which class. I ask no. Let me see if you are saying the truth. What class were you? So if you told me from 3, I say, yeah, me at the time I was just finishing. So you couldn't. Maybe the year you came. What year did you come? I'll find out information. Ask first, then you answer. So you know how to bend it. See, I was there 2002. I say, me 2002. Last term is when I was leaving the joint. So maybe that's how we didn't meet each other.
Okay. Guys in the chat, let me know what your best moment on the podcast was. Like, what your best moment was on the podcast. What do you feel like you were like, all right, you know what? Yeah, this was dope. I think I've spoken about one of the best moments too many times, in fact. You know what I mean? The Cyclone Freddy thing, when we all came together, the issue, the thing with Patrick, when we needed to raise funds and everybody was like, "Whoo," you know what I'm saying? This guy goes RB. Is that the best moment? Kunjan, Kunjan, Boss, I don't know what you're drinking, smoking, sniffing, or injecting, brother. Mr. Ovi Too Nice, remind us, what was your best moment on the podcast? Just the podcast.
The best moment was every day every time when there's a show and I manage to come in and do the show. That's my best moment. I don't have one particular best moment. Every time I make it on the show, that's my best moment. I ain't gonna have any particular moment. Every time was a good moment. Every time I do the podcast is the best moment for me.
And every time he was late, it was also a good moment.
I can't pinpoint. I said this was my best moment. Every time I'm on, it's my best moment. It's like therapy sometimes. It's like therapy. If I had days where you're stressed, you're like, I'm just gonna go out here and just loosen up. Get jiggy a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like a bit of therapy to me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, man.
Tell us more, sir. Tell us more about this therapy.
Because the therapist is very, very expensive at today's rate. Very expensive. I'm telling you, very, very expensive. But this one is free. This one is free therapy. So why not? You know what I mean? So I wouldn't have a particular moment. I just go and every time I come on, I know it's a good moment for me. It's a good time. It's a special moment. It's a glorious occasion.
What about your worst moment? I want to hear that. That's what I want to hear.
The worst moment I've said is every time when I put on the spot. I'm asked to prepare some shit. I'm like, God damn it. I want to call in sick. Do you know?
That's a good one. That's a very good one. So okay, yeah, good one there. Very good one actually. So when we first started, we wanted to rotate the host. Yeah, we wanted everybody to try and be a host on the channel. This is why sometimes you turn up and Ovi Too Nice is presenting the topic. You turn up, sometimes it's Fred, sometimes it's Nala never did. Nala was like, hell nah. Hello, 5Roundz, Doppelific Flutes. Nice one, bro. Ovi was like, Nala was like, hell nah. MP would try it. Fred would try it. Obviously, Patrick, myself. And when it came to Ovi, right? Ovi just couldn't tell you that. He's like, I can't prepare a show and I can't host a show. It's too much to think about.
I'm like, you never do it. I'm gonna host. Don't tell me to prepare this shit. God damn. But listen, one day I grew up here, boys. I'm like, guys, like every time you tell me that shit, like it's like you've told me like God is in your head right now. You gotta do this. I'm like, what the? I feel I get heated up. I'm about to call in sick. This is the time I'm about to call in sick
on your own podcast.
Yeah, I'm about to have a headache, migraine. I'm about to have malaria at the same time, cholera and everything, diarrhea, everything at the same time. Like, guys, I can't do this because, geez, I ate a curry yesterday. My stomach is feeling good. You know what I mean? This curry wasn't good. I'm on the toilet right now. I can't do shit. I can't do nothing. I ain't coming through. See you later. And then it rotates. When it rotates to someone, you're back on point. Back on point. Full blast. You want to do this? Let's do it.
You the realest, Gunjan. Headache, migraine is a struggle, Gunjan says. That's what he's saying. I mean, look, I hear that, man. I hear that, Ovi. It was definitely tricky for you. It was tricky. And but the thing is, as a person, you have to realize these things. And I did realize that this ain't gonna work for you. Like it's not gonna work for you. Sorry, I'm looking at the clips that we're gonna play in a minute because I'm uploading them to the channel.
And the funny thing, right? The homies, the people say, "Oh, you're gonna prepare to me." I'm like, "Hey, don't worry, I might do it." This will be told me on Sunday, on Monday. I'm like, "I'm gonna do it tomorrow." Yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Yeah, I get a piece. I'm going, where do I stand? The topic is there. And on Thursday, you get shit prepared. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Don't worry. My plan is like, yeah, tonight now, go sit down and I'll prepare shit. And I'll get a piece of paper. I'm gonna prepare some beat or shit. I'm like, this shit ain't gonna happen. I'm going in freestyle. But because one time he knew that the shit is about to hit his fan. He already prepared some shit, but you're still telling me that you're preparing it. I'm like, fuck this. I'm going in freestyle. This is gonna be freestyle. Unless Jesus take the wheel. Jesus take the wheel.
Jesus, take the wheel. Yeah, it was definitely
I
that.
tell you, that's how I was like, Jesus, this is you. Take the wheel and direct me to do what I gotta do.
And this was before ChatGPT as well, so it was a bit mad.
Yeah, so it was more hard. So the ChatGPT I wasn't there as well. Because now it'd be easier because I got a punch in the ChatGPT and they just change a few things. You got Gemini, you know what I mean? You've got the other one, the Chinese one. What is it?
DeepSeek.
Yeah, DeepSeek and all that. You know what I mean? That would be easier. But that time there's no ChatGPT, so you literally have to go research and you go into this. I'm like, So the topic is right there. Then I just go in and I start freestyle. And the people are like, nah, this guy is copying. They say, when you go freestyle, you start talking shit because it's really shit. And even yourself, you're still trying to convince yourself that what you're trying to say is true, but you know, like, nah, this is cap. This is cap. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, you know, the iPhone 22 is out and it's gonna be 23 gigabytes. This is gonna be a machine, but you're thinking, hold on a minute.
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. This guy just said iPhone 22? And they just pass by it. You're like, yeah, I fucked up there, but let's continue the conversation. Freestyle.
So there's a video. I'm trying to get this video up. Yeah, there's a video where Ovi, I was presenting this up there, and Ovi, you were upside down. Where is this video? I should have started with that video, actually. Hold on. Let me find it for you guys.
I was upside down. What the hell was I doing upside down?
You tell me, bro. I was like, what the hell's going on? No, honestly. Hold on. You keep going. I'll find it because
Jesus on the motorbike. I was thinking, why would I be doing upside down?
He says, Jesus Christ on a motorbike.
Yeah, like, I'm just thinking, like, what would I be doing upside down? Like, this is catastrophic.
Oh, Floops was one of the guys. So he says, my favorite was when we joined with episodes and did the Audacity Freestyle Challenge. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Floops.
We need to do more on that. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, can you imagine? Because now, like, I'm pretty tight with Ben Sucre. You know, me and Ben Sucre, we're quite tight. So, pause. You know, but yeah, we're good homies and stuff like that. So I think, we need to do more of that. I think so. Yeah,
that was fun and great. That's true. That was fun and great.
We had a lot of fun doing that show, to be honest with you. So yeah, we obviously we had to fork out the reward money. In fact, I'm gonna say this right now. You know, like I said, no one is safe. Once we do this podcast thing, no one is safe. That IKK guy, did you guys see my freestyle on the IKK challenge? The guy hasn't paid out the prize money. Nobody's gotten them. This guy says he's got money, but he ain't paid out the prize money.
He caps a lot. He caps a lot. He's crying right now that Kosoma didn't give him a lot of money. He said he's the one been carrying hip hop in Malawi. You got shut up, folks. Shut up. You been carrying hip hop in Malawi. Which hip hop?
You ain't hip hop, bro. You ain't hip hop. You know, and he calls it hip hop, innit? And I'm not trying to hate because I can rap. In fact, IKK, me and you can go bar for bar if you want. We can go bar for bar, no problem.
Yeah, no, he's not rap.
We can even go money for money.
Yeah, no, he's not. Listen, I actually like there are lots of people that came on that Audacity challenge that can rap 20 times better than that he raps. You know what I mean? Like, I know he's trying to do his commercial kind of rap, but he can't say he's carrying hip hop. Come on, I say all these people, all these like he can say he's carrying hip hop, and you know,
but
someone like. Huh?
I'll explain why. Big up Martin Angels, because normally it's, you know, with these type of things, there's a lot of gatekeeping, right? There's a lot of people that don't want to put you in or whatever it is, or put you on, whatever. I sent my video to Martin Angels, his producer, yeah? And Martin Angels straight away, boom, uploads it, done. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, and he didn't ask for no favors, because a lot of people like to ask for favors. He didn't ask for anything. He just said, look, I'll put it up for you, done. You know what I mean? So big up Martin Angels, man. He's the guy who's been producing a lot of good stuff. Yeah,
but like if you're my producer, right? If you're my producer, right, and I'm paying you, I'm giving you money to produce my shit. You gotta put it up. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but they didn't.
like, like we gotta understand sometimes, right? There's certain producers that I respect. You know what I mean? If they're gonna produce something, if we don't put new music out, and I'm not saying he's a bad producer, but I'm just giving an example. I'll give an example like that. As much as I know the likes of people like AK on the board, right? As a producer, I know he hasn't done a lot in a while, but he's working out on something. You know, because he's my friend and he's talking. But like, I know there's times where like he'll produce something and he will tell someone that I say, no, I think maybe this do it a different way. You know what I mean? You want to throw out. I've never seen a producer throw out a song that when you know money, yes, but like it's different. It's the same, like because in Malawi when it comes to producing, most people it's just that money. I want to make money. You know what I mean? It's different when you go like the likes of America. Some producers they say, nah, shit, I ain't producing this shit. Like if you've seen that one, Busta Rhymes, there was this person in the studio, that big guy rapping. Busta was like, Do you see that video? Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Oh my God! There's this guy. I got into his label or something, and he was showing what he's done. The song is done in his studio, and Busta came through and has come to listen to what he's done, and this shit was rubbish. Like, and Busta was sitting there, and his reaction you can see there.
But there's a lot of artists like that. Floop says, "Look, I did watch your verse one, Tally. Tell me who won the IKK challenge. I don't know who won. Floop. Literally, we don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. He just went on to promote another song, and I think he was just using it for hype. He says you killed.
That's why I say. That's why he's using it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna put something out and say that you're gonna pay people, you're gonna pay people. When we did the Destiny challenge, we said when we did episodes, and we said people are gonna be paid for it. People did the challenge, and somebody won, and somebody got paid. You know what I mean?
Everybody who did their thing, they got paid because people are spending time to create something. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then you're not paying them as you promised.
You know what I mean? The next time you try to do something just to promote music, people be like, "Nah, fuck that. I ain't got time for that shit." Because that's a verse someone is gonna write or is gonna create to go on that beat. He could have probably used it in his own song or something. You know what I mean? Because he's gonna try to perfect it because he said, "Oh yeah, I want to do this for the culture. I want to do this to win the money and to put myself out there so that I can rap better than all these other people that I've won against." You know, and money on top, and you don't show up to do that, then what's the point? Why are you saying that for? Why are you promising colors when you are black and white? You know what I mean? Like, we promise you the moon and stars, bro. And this guy, you know what I mean? No hate, like, you know what I mean? But it's just not nice. It's not nice to use that to promote. I know there's artists like Physics, they'll do those challenges like that, they'll pay people, they'll pay them. You know what I mean? That's fair.
Yeah.
You know?
Gunjan said something. Gunjan says something, man. He says something. He said, what did he say? He said they go out other people for market. Yeah, exactly. So it was about marketing. But anyway, this is not about IKK. It's just it was something that we observed. Well, I observed, and I was like, I sort of regret doing it, to be honest. I regret doing the challenge, but
yeah, because now you wasted the verse. You know what I mean? You would have given me that verse. I could have dropped it in some music video myself. I would have dropped those verse. People would feel me to say, the guys got bars. He didn't know. I got a ghostwriter. But what? I'm famous. I don't give a fuck. I'm a rapper. That shit good. Now it is you've wasted the lyric. Lyric gone. She.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. That's life. That's life, man. That's life. All right, I've got the clips ready, man. The clips ready. I was uploading some clips to the new channel, man. Honestly, Ovi there. Look, we've lost Ovi again. Okay, so let me run up these clips so you can see what I'm talking about, man. Obviously, I want Ovi to be here. Ovi has to be here.
All right.
Okay, Ovi, you here? Good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm here, cook. I'm straight up G here, cook.
Because it was a violation. What is this app, man? It was a violation, though. Hold on a sec. Now I've got people outside again. This is funny.
God damn, I swear to God, it is. I say, is it that warm in England? Because right now, man, it's so warm. Woo.
Yeah, it is warm. It is warm. It's very warm. Tell these people to pay up before all 50 cent on them. Before I go all 50 cent on them, money by Monday. Yeah, have you seen this guy as built as 50 Cent? Have you seen how he's built? He's a hip hop bouncer, as we call it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway, we'll send Ovi. We'll send Ovi. All right, cool. It's
well, I can go anywhere you like.
It's ready. Let's do some clips, man. Let's do some clips. Okay. Shout out to 5Roundz. You did great on the Audacity challenge. Still looking forward for challenges like that. Okay. Listen, you know what? Maybe we should create a on the channel, but we should do an episode for that because I like that. I like challenges. I like to see people get creative, and I know episodes loves that too. So maybe we should tap into that. We will tap into that, Flukes. Don't worry, we'll tap into that. Gunjan says, if their penny don't run the market, they break the pounds for other people. Right, here we go. What's happening, good people? Welcome to huh?
How do you get money?
Hold on a minute. Ovi,
I might just surprise you.
How do you come to a stream like that? This is what I'm dealing with.
But why? Oh, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to manage to do that because, like, this might be my mechanical engineering factory of problems.
It can't be Photoshop. It can't be Photoshop. I'll tell you that right now. It ain't Photoshop. I was there. I lived it. This was 5 shots and chill. I'm playing it back. Everything else mine shows, he says. I'm playing it back. Look, I'm playing it back. Look. What's happening, good people? Welcome to
yeah.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a second.
I'm trying to figure out how
that was classic Ovi. Classic. Oh my God. Yo, let me start this again. God.
I'm trying to figure out how would I manage to do that? God.
Classic Ovi.
Because even if it's a phone, if you are reported on landscape, it still keep you straight. You're not gonna go like that. You know what I mean? Like, you literally gotta be a future or some shit like that. Was that StreamYard? I would say, was it?
It was where we are now.
Because I'm looking at that shirt as well. I don't need listening. I got that plus this St. Paddy's anyway. Yeah, so it's yes, this one, yes, this year.
This guy doesn't believe himself. Wow. But yeah, Floops, listen, we will definitely, don't worry about it. We will definitely do another challenge. We just need to engage more. We need more rappers and stuff like that. We need to do our own, like, there's a rhythm and flow, but we need
like I don't want to give it out like on the junior channel. It's gonna be a different section of different things or different ways and different, like as we say, the podcast is gone. So it'll be a lot of different, because it's a channel. Like guys, we're gonna be able to do a lot of things in loads of different type of things in the different ways, and tap into everything because it's a channel where it's full of every goody. It's like I'm a nicky stuff, everything just mixed together. You take salad, put here pia, take chips, put here chicken, take beef. Say no, maybe let's take the pork and throw it there. Then you say, they say the rabbit. Let's take a piece of rabbit and put it. Then mix. No, throw in cheese. No, throw in chili. Pepper. When you taste it, hey, no. You have made a big mix.
This guy. All right, cool. Let's get to another video. Yeah. So in many quizzes, we've spoken about who our community are, like who the people that are in our community and what their nickname is. We call them the pandees. A lot of people have wondered where or how this name started, and we've had a lot of I guess we've had we've had a lot of theories about how it started. Okay. But I've got a video. I found it. The video that tells us where, this pandees thing came from. Maybe we played it. maybe I played it before, but I want you guys to see it. We mix. What is goodness says? We mix, but take a technical brain to understand the mix. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let me start this again. And I'm going to share my screen. Yo, there's a lot to think about.
Good, the mixing is, and that is like I'm a nicky. Hi cheese, hi chicken, hi cheese, hi chicken, hi nicky, hi boy. Yeah, it's everything mix.
Right.
But by the way, did you see that video of that man, the CEO?
When you say a bunch of keys, hold on. What is the collective noun of a group of pandas? You know when you say a bunch of keys, a pack of wolves,
pandees.
Oh, what? Whoa!
Mm-hmm. Okay. Once again, Ovi too nice.
I'll just say
No, but I was trying to be logical.
Huh?
I was trying to be logical, right? I gotta understand. I was trying to be logical.
Yeah.
Pandi, or because logical is right. Like logical is, anything that ends with a vowel, when you're making it plural, it turns into something. So I'm trying to think of a word, yeah, but panda is one of them.
Boss.
Eh?
Boss.
Panda was like, what?
Okay. Who's your favorite rapper, Ovi? Who's your favorite rapper? If you like,
right now or of all time?
Oh, all time. Who's your favorite rapper? You've told
My favorite rapper of all time, right? Is Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg.
That's right. And we've got a clip for that too.
You remember
this clip, Ovi? Ovi, do you remember this clip? Huh? Do you? I've got a clip for this. And this guy said, no, it was technical difficult. No. Let's play this clip right here. Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
SNSNOO SNO Snoopy. SNOOP I was guys, SNOOPDOG.
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
It's probably because I was drinking, right? And when you're drinking,
yeah.
Nah, I'm a Taurus. I'm a Sagittarius. Yeah, so Mr. Ovi too nice, Honestly, I have a whole dossier on the moment.
It's probably because I was drunk. I was drunk, and when you're drunk, sometimes, right? Like words can become very, very strong, very hard, very combustion. There'll be combustion between your tongue and your brain. So your brain is thinking ahead of your tongue because you're thinking fast. So that's why I'll say S. Me and my head is thinking that I'm on N. That's why I'm on OP ish. Before you know it, I'm on GG. but my tongue hasn't produced it yet. That's why most of the times have you seen when I'm texting? Because I told you that there's a girl right now, she's a teacher, and she does those kind of that. And sometimes because all you guys give out to me is like, oh, Victor, like, does your phone have autocorrect, or what phone are you using? Because like you've written bullshit here. And there's those times you people laugh at me. I'm like, yeah, because she tried a few tests to me. She's like, yeah, you know, your brain has thought it, but your brain is thinking ahead of your action. So that's why you end up writing things. So that's why if I'm saying I want to go to school, I've thought it that quick. But when I'm saying my brain is thought like I've already I want. So the next word I would like I'll just go school. Like what's up, bro? She cannot autocorrect. Update your phone. You know what I mean?
I would think AI would have helped you, but AI is probably giving you more problems than help, to be honest. All right. Let's carry on. Let's carry on.
But see, now I just try to take my time. I didn't know I got this. I got this. You know.
I've got clips on you. I have loads of clips. Don't worry. I think there's one clip that I got of me. I'm the editor, by the way. I'm the 5Roundz editor.
Yeah,
so
sir.
Probably favor me than Ovi, you know. So I will find evidence.
Does it mean that I have more fuck up than everybody? Like if we on overall percentage.
But there's never a dome with Ovi too nice. This is the one thing I enjoy. Every time I see Ovi on the screen, I'm like, it's going to be fun. There's a clip where, and when I say many characters of Ovi has showed up in a Lion King onesie. Okay, this guy was looking like a lion or something. You know,
I was thinking about Simba.
He showed up, and in that onesie, you were singing "Pussycat Dolls, Don't You." That video, I'll drop it on Monday. Don't worry about it. You know,
so I was putting on Lion King and singing, "Don't you?" Did you? Oh my God!
Yeah.
Some of this shit, I think it's not me who does it. I don't know. Maybe see because I'm like, yeah, take the wheel right now because things are tough. Oh my God! Yeah, I can't remember this. Oh shit!
You remember this one?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
It's not about you. It's about 5Cent because this one, it's also my fault because I sort of got you to bring Mama G in. So let's.
I know the answer, but I'm just trying to pull your back.
Look at 5Cent's face.
Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Wait a minute.
Whoa. You are indeed in the correct stream. You are in the correct part.
You think you're out there in some gay stream? Hello?
Wow.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay.
First like, I gotta go. Because I'm doing my thing.
Ovi, never do that again, bro. Take that shit off, bro. Come on. I thought you're a young offender, bro.
I ain't young offender with you, baby boy.
Not an H-O. I thought you were a Y-O. You're an H-O.
God damn it, man. Shit. I ain't young offender with you, young boy.
My God. Hey,
oh my God.
Let's cancel this. Let's move on. What's the question?
Hello.
Wow.
First one was like, oh my God, no, God.
No, you know,
somebody bless this place.
The whole time.
Ain't no put me down. Hello.
Okay, you messed up 5Cent's character. Like his character, he was out of character.
No. Come on, relax yourself, bro. Ovi, come on, come on, bro. This ain't cool.
Ovi's not here right now.
5Cent has joined.
You asked for Mama G. I had to give you Mama G. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right, who the fuck is Mama G? What have I missed?
What's up, 5Cent? You want to speak your case?
What up? Huh?
What up, my bro? You good?
You want to speak your face? You see that? First, you should see your face, bro.
What happened?
Your face, your
what have I
face was
missed?
like, it's like you're like, oh my god, what is going on right here?
What have I
Give me
missed?
the fuck out of this. Yeah?
Do you want me to
What
play
have I
back?
missed?
Do you want me to
Go
play
on.
back?
What have I missed? What have I missed?
Oh yeah, play it back. No, we're just see because you know like we're playing back clips, right?
When you saw Mama G, I guess for the second time, but you forgot.
Oh, that
I'm
weird,
Yeah.
that weird character. What
I
is
know
it?
the answer. Yeah. I know the answer, but I'm just trying to pull your back. No, look at the face, right?
Shit, I'm in.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
No, hold on, we're gonna zoom in.
Don't worry about
We're gonna
it.
wait a minute.
Whoa.
You are indeed in the correct stream. You are in the correct pod.
What? You think you're out there? It's Ham K stream. Hello. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's your
Okay.
it's the face for me. It's like you proper like went full. You didn't go black, but you went full N-word. Yeah, like proper.
No, but you have to remember, man. I was just not expecting that sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's like what kind of sorcery have I just walked into? You know what I'm saying?
You're right. I just tell you right. You're like, oh my god.
The amount of censoring I had to do for the Fats was just effing and blinding. He was like, F this, shit this.
Yeah, no, because I swear to God, first at that moment is like, what the fuck? Why the fuck am I here? Why am I here?
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? It's just like
You're like, I got better shit to do. Right? This shit.
Oh, actually, do you want to address the thing is, right? I was editing videos. Then I came across that video of you talking about the geese and the goose. I'm like, yo, I need to put this on. Because I saw that and I was like, this is good. And then then Ovi followed you with the 11. I'm like, you lot are getting fried. You are getting fried. You guys give me content. I ain't gonna lie.
no. So I've got nothing. There's nothing to do. It's something that I know is not actually grammatically correct, and I'm not trying to say that it is. What I'm trying to say is that shit should make sense, though. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I'd say
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not that I agree with. It's not that I think that it's right. It just doesn't sound right. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I mean?
because you're drinking, when you're drinking, everything it should be the way the brain is.
I wasn't even drinking, bro. I've thought about this for years, man. So
yeah, that's what I mean.
It's one of them.
They say the shit I've thought about, right? And I find them like, it's not sad, it's not right.
It's like,
but once I drink, I'm convinced. I'm like, nah. This shit is wrong.
It's like the word moose. Moose and goose are the same thing, huh?
Yeah.
Someone Google what plural for moose is real quick.
What is it, meese?
Let's see. Because goose is geese. It's geese. Is it geese?
It's geese. Goose is geese.
Yeah.
Horse is horses. No, it should be heath. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We're still on this shit. It's mice.
You see? Close enough. But you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, because
I hear that, man. I hear that still. All right, let me finish this because there's a few clips.
Jealous because I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing.
Ovi, never do that again.
I said the queen right now, like, oh,
I thought you're a young offender, bro.
I ain't young offended with you, baby boy.
Not an H-O. A Y-O.
Oh my god. I ain't offended with you, young boy.
I think at that point, Fatson didn't know what Ovi can do. You know,
I know and I've heard.
No, because one time he said, Vita, sure, Mama G, like, you for real, what that shit right now? I was like, I got that shit there, boom.
Pause.
I like your boy. Oh my god.
Pause, guys. Remember to use your pause.
The pause. Hey, does Ovi know what pause is? Ovi's got a story that he can tell you off stream. That is, there were so many pauses in that story. I was like, there's a little bit of curiosity. There's a gap somewhere. You know, I was like, yeah.
you're like, oh my God, yeah, like this, you can't put that on stream. You can't put that in 4K. Hell no, homie.
You want that on stream? You want that?
No, I'm saying you can't. I'm saying I can talk about that story live on stream. If I talk that shit live on stream, I'm done. 4K. Woo woo. Bye bye. Oh my God.
So me, I've got a bone to pick with you guys, man.
Go on.
So here I am as we're let's call it healthy competition. You know, fellow podcasters, we look after and support one another and all that. Yeah. And then I thought, let me holler at my boy real quick. Call you guys up last weekend. Hey, what's up? What's up? Oh, there's a new show. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, we were gonna tell you. No, I only found out because I happened to make the fucking phone call. What's this all about, man? I thought we're people like that, man. What's going on?
It's not. Listen, you have to wait until the here we go happens. Until the Fabrizio Romano here we go happens, bro.
Here we go.
Okay.
And the here we go is coming. The here we go is coming, man.
I'm like, the final round. What's the final round? What do you mean the final round, man? Like, come on.
It's the end of the podcast, bro.
Shame, man. I want to know why.
Yeah, but it's the end of the podcast, but we're just gonna do it differently. You know, that's what we were trying to explain anyway in the earlier. It's
if you came in before, you would have known.
Because we were trying to explain. You know what I mean?
If you watched this before, you would have known. So there's a reason, and I think for the sake of the guys that are watching now, I just speed it up. 5 became 2. That was the reason.
Guys, 2 seconds. Yeah, I just go to have smoke cigarette. Yeah, please.
So
I need to go get a drink. Explaining it.
All right, man. Cool.
So 5 became 2, and that's the reason behind it.
5 became 2. And we thought it would be better to start something new, basically.
I would have kept it the same, man. But anyway, that's just my opinion. That's an off-air conversation.
You don't even know what's coming next.
No, I don't. Let me not express my opinion. This should have been off-air conversation, which we're not gonna have in front of people.
Let's wait for Ovi. He hasn't even seen this yet, so let's wait for Ovi. He's seen part of it, but he hasn't seen everything. So I've got something I'll show you. Let me play another clip actually, because while Ovi. In fact, subscribe to 5Roundz clips, please. Thank you, sir. You know what I'm saying? Jesus.
Oh, the new one, 5Roundz clips.
Clips, my bro. Okay. Clips.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Okay. Did you see the clip I came after? I said something about Elma. I said Rejects.
Yeah.
I had a message for somebody who went to Elma. Bruh, I went to Elma. What's wrong with you? I was like, bruh, relax. I was just trolling. Relax. You know what I mean?
You'll piss a lot of people off, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? Was I lying? The school doesn't exist anymore.
It's gone.
It's gone.
I didn't even know that, man.
The school is gone. I ain't even gonna get into the details. That thing popped up out of nowhere, got its license. You know how difficult it is to get licenses and all these things in Malawi. This school came out of nowhere. It was a pop-up school. That's what I call it. Just pop-up school. You know what I should stop saying. I should stop talking. It came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, everybody's kid, everybody who was everybody went there. I was like, what's going on?
It's true. That's very true. That's very true. But who am I to talk, man? I mean, let's leave it at that.
Then the school disappeared. Like, it's a known, this is a known joke. It's a well-known joke. If people don't think that...
Well, the rejects thing.
I'm not saying... Yeah, I'm saying that the people that went there were not intelligent or what. No. I'm just saying they sent a lot of people that are...
questionable characters. I need to be careful about how I word this shit. I need to be careful about how I word this shit because I know a lot of people that went there, and I've got a lot of respect for people that went there. So I ain't agreeing or disagreeing. That's all I'm gonna say.
But the thing is,
I'm just gonna listen.
Most of these guys always talk about going to the plaza or going to a club. At the age of 15, 14, they're going to clubs.
That shit was cool though, man. Teen time.
It was cool then, but think about it though. These guys had access to things that only grown-ups should be doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
You know, so it just tells you about that school, man. It tells you that. But
are you not comparing it to your current grown-up mindset and opinion rather than the childish backwards mindset that they would or we would have had at that time?
absolutely.
To me, bro, that shit was fucking cool, man. Like I used to fucking go, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them, bro. Like, yeah.
But you look back, you look back now with your grown-up mindset. Would you want your child to go to that school with the access they had?
Not that school in particular, but more. I would like them to be exposed to be, teach them to be a bit more streetwise. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think. Anyway, we digress. It's gonna turn into another podcast episode.
For sure. For sure. Right. Let me share this. All right. Let me share this. It's a little bit of a funny clip. I picked some clips that I felt like were quite interesting anyway. You know, here we go.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Okay, I kind of roasted Ovi, so I thought I'd just roast myself.
Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Hey!
Hey!
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
I don't even know the lyrics. Oh, Ovi.
Do let me so fast.
Wow.
Ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
A deer, a female.
Do let me so fast.
Hand for me. It's the hand. The guy even, he did the hand. He did the
He did the whole thing, man.
I'm just saying you could do better.
I don't want to die today. I don't want to be alive. Yeah.
Someone else hum that because I
Ham.
remember that. Yeah.
Ham.
Humming.
Am I hearing
Ham,
correctly?
someone ham it. If you're new to this channel, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification. But
What just happened there?
that was a stretch. MP doesn't know what day it is, man. This guy doesn't know what day it is.
Yeah, that's a bad fight.
But no.
The helicopter was in the air, but before it landed, somebody parked their car on that H sign. You know the H sign. What the hell is andele, mama? Yeah. What the hell is that?
That's not what he said. That's not what.
Your lips, your eyes.
You know what? I've got the next part for that. Because I didn't expect that. When I saw that, I didn't expect. I was like, "Yo, like you don't expect it for somebody's voice, Hold on. Let me find it. Sorry, RJ, but in fact, there's one part. There's an RJ part as well. We did something called Malawians Chasing the Grammy, right. And RJ was talking about how Lawi used to pack shows back then. She's a DJ, so she'll know. Lawi would pack shows, and then he was selling tickets for a certain. I've just been told that my goddaughter is watching the show, so I need to mind my language. But anyway, RJ, I get a lot of weird messages. I'm telling you, I'm getting weird messages. But yeah, and then there's my neighbor revving his engine. You know what I'm saying? We all had a nice car, man. Okay. So then I just said something about Lawi. He said, look, at certain events he'll charge, for example, 10 grand a week. 10 grand per show, sorry. And then now he was charging, well, not now, at that point where she mentioned, he was charging 2 grand for a show. Right. So she looked at that as he fell off. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She said that she's like, look, how do you go from this to that? It tells me something went wrong. And somebody put it on Twitter, didn't mention the podcast, just said, yo, the people that are speaking about Lawi's ticket prices, blah, 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 but you guys don't know the journey, like a proper speech.
Yeah.
And even in that moment, she was just trying to speak her truth.
That's it, man. You can't speak your mind these days, man.
Hey, Yo, in fact, we'll speak about that later. We'll speak about that on the pod. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Or not on the pod, on the next show. Anyway, let me share the next bit, man. When it works. $2,000 will catch oil. Nah, $2,000 ain't catching oil. Let's go. Okay, so it's I'm just continuing from that clip that you just saw.
Yeah.
So you can sort of get the I guess you get the context or get where we're coming from. Because when I watched this clip, I did not expect RJ to hit them notes like that.
Okay, good.
Your lips, your eyes.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people.
I don't know if you guys know this one. This one was sort of underground, but what it's one of the things that exposed 50 Cent to be somebody who works with the feds. So the name is Red Bandana. So it's your lips, your eyes.
Wow.
Yeah. So even I didn't expect that. You know, her imitation of Ja Rule was kind of accurate. It was kind of accurate. I ain't gonna lie. Right. Ovi is still not here, and I was gonna put that clip. I'm gonna do a trailer for what's coming next. Anyway, maybe I can speak about what's coming next. You know what I mean? The next thing after this, after 5Roundz is down, after 5Roundz is gone, is we're gonna change 5Roundz podcast to the 5Roundz show. You know what I'm saying? So it's the 5Roundz show on 5Roundz TV, which is the YouTube channel. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means the podcast is finished, done. Okay, 5Roundz podcast anyway is finished, but there will be future podcasts at some point. I'm thinking about the Hangover podcast, for example. You know, where this will probably start with Moses. Why am I calling it the Hangover podcast? Because every time me and Moses meet up, it's like a hangover movie. There's always something going on. You know, there's always a story, right? So I said, let's call it the Hangover podcast if we're gonna do something. So, and you know, the OGs, the pandees, you guys know already about this. You know what I mean? I know that I know everything's looking dark. I'm gonna fix my lighting on the next show. Don't worry about that. But yeah, you know, I'm thinking of that, the Hangover podcast. We're gonna probably have a few more podcasts at a certain point, but I feel like we needed to trim down because there were a lot of things we're trying to do. Like, you know, there's only so much you can do with two people. So I thought, let me trim this down so that we're capable of doing maybe just one thing or two things, whatever it is. And that's why the YouTube thing made sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So 5Roundz show. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing over here. I will play.
Okay.
But with the 5Roundz show comes many entities. So I think you guys didn't know that 5Roundz itself, 5Roundz podcast, is a subsidiary of something called 5Roundz Media. Oh, over here. So 5Roundz Media is the main thing. It's where we have all these facets. So 5Roundz Media, underneath that, you've got 5Roundz Clips, 5Roundz Show, 5Roundz TV. You know what I'm saying? So we try to just clean house and make it look neat, make it look presentable.
Sponsored by Jameson.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not sponsored by Jameson. I mean, I'm sponsored.
You're sponsored by Jameson?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Like, I'm in my zone, cuz.
Okay.
Sponsored by Jameson's.
This guy's bringing sponsorships that we haven't even done yet.
You have to be careful what you say on these things, bro.
Yeah.
I said the Jameson. Jamie.
Before I play this, though, you know, I think at the beginning I mentioned that when we needed to go from 5 to 2, we had people supporting us. Well, the people supporting us is Fashion, because Fashion came, he gives us boxing analysis.
You know, I bet he came today as well because of the fight tomorrow.
Hey, don't bring that witchcraft my way, bro.
No, you don't want to talk about the fight?
I mean, if we must.
I tell you, You know, Fetson is the type of nigga is gonna say that Usyk is gonna quit before the fight starts. Like, shit like that.
Usyk versus Dubois. Who's winning?
Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the section of the show where Fatson breaks down the fight. For those that don't know me, my name is Fatson from the Fatson Podcast in association with TLSD. And what I do and what I love is boxing. So what I'm about to do is break down the fight for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. I don't know why I did that intro, but I felt I had to. But anyway, here we go. To me, in all honesty, this is one that I've tried not to speak about. I was asked the other day if I'm going to do a podcast on it because we did a really good one on the Eubank and Ben card that did really good numbers, really did well, and people asking for that same sort of breakdown and analysis. Honestly speaking, this fight doesn't interest me for a number of reasons. No, that doesn't mean I'm not going to watch it. I'll watch it and I'll tune in. When I say it doesn't interest me, what I mean is I think that, I don't know, but this is possibly why Daniel Dubois is actually getting a lot of attention, because he's pissing me off with the way in which he's carrying himself. He's not been a speaker or a cocky sort of persona up until that whole Jarrell Miller, and then he grew into this character where he's had media training. But he's also not very switched on upstairs. I'm conscious about what I say because I want to make it big and interview these guys, and he'll probably knock me the fuck out. So, with that said, my predictions are very straightforward. Usyk 3 times undisputed. Be 2-time undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. In my opinion, I think Dubois only has a puncher's chance going into this. Usyk is he's not underrated. He's just a very slick tech in and around the boxing ring. So he's gonna box clever. He's seasoned enough to be able to avoid big shots. And from what we've seen, he can take them as well. However, I think he'll be too slick, too slippery, too clever for Daniel to try and handle. And he'll either outbox him and it'll go 12 rounds, or he will make Daniel quit again. Wow. So that's my opinion.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. I think on this one, I have to say Usyk is going to have this fight, I think. But Dubois is probably going to, like, he'll put some punches in. I mean, the guy's he's a strong puncher.
He's a beast, man. Let's not take anything away from him, man. Like, so he's really adapted and changed and grown as a fighter over the last few years. That masterclass against AJ still hurts me till now. But again, he's proved himself, man. He's just going in, like. But we've also seen AJ do that for years, where he just goes in with power and he'll get you out of there early, which what Dubois is pretty much trying to do now. However, Usyk's a different animal. I know there's controversy around that first fight with the low blow, but even after that low blow, he's still gassed and he still fucking quit. He got knocked out with a jab. So come on, let's respect Usyk a little bit here, guys.
And it goes all the way. Usyk will go all the way. He can do 12, so
exactly.
He can take the punches too. So it's going to be an interesting one, that one. But I think if Dubois hits him a few times, and that's a big if, because hitting Usyk is not easy.
It's
so
not.
Catching, if Dubois catches him a few times, then maybe you can say, But then, have we ever seen Usyk catch these powerful hits, like multiple? No. So that's why I'm going to Usyk. He's a safer bet. Let's
see what happens. I didn't want to talk boxing, but you put me on the spot.
Well, it's your shit, man. It's your groove, cuz.
My groove, cuz.
Abi says second time Fatson, second Fury fight was not undisputed. You absolute casual.
Okay, so when I say 3 times undisputed, he was also undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world. So if you want to come at me with facts, please. Thank you very much.
Cheers. And okay. Listen, let me play this trailer. What? Oh, Mr. Ovitunas, are you here? No, he's not. Okay, okay, before I play his
I
trailer,
am here, bro.
like any sport, yeah, like any sport fan, or maybe football. I'm a big football fan, and I like to look at the players that are coming up because now there's a lot of these young players that are getting famous quick or getting to the spotlight very quickly. I noticed one boxer. He was on the undercard of it was one of the AJ fights. His name is Moses something.
Moses Italma. I'm so glad you mentioned him.
Tall guy, knockout first round. I just saw how he fought, and I was like, this guy is going places. Like, you can tell when there's something special in someone. That Moses, whatever guy.
Do you know how old he is?
20? 21?
21.
Yeah. Yeah, I for me that's what excites me in sports. It doesn't matter what sport it is, because youth is people are brave. When they're young, they're brave. Look at AJ when he was young. AJ was just going. AJ was just getting in the ring, and he didn't care. He wasn't a boxer when he was young. He was just a brawler. He was just getting in there, out. Sometimes you need that.
But that's why if you think back, I know if you know your boxing, that's the reason why everyone loved Iron Mike Tyson, man, like the youngest ever heavyweight champion ever, because he came without I don't give a fuck sort of. So he's this kid from the Bronx, man. This is a street kid, basically.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Coming with all this power, doesn't give a fuck, knocking everyone out. So, and it's a shame
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, they tried to fast track Moses into a world title fight just so he does officially become the youngest ever heavyweight champion, but because of the politics in boxing, that never worked out. But when I say this kid's something else, I think he's definitely the future of the heavyweight division, amongst a couple of others, but I think he's the one making the most noise for me. He's the one that's...
Personally, when I saw him fight, I've seen a few people fight. I'm not a boxing fan, but when I saw him fight, I saw a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody else was traditional, but this guy was measured. Like, he saw when the opportunity came and he hit. And even the guys who were commenting, they're like, this guy is good. This guy is good. We don't know how good he is. But then he just looked at, even in the fight he was in, he was fighting somebody bigger than him, and he's big. And he just went bang.
He's the most seasoned pros don't talk sparring stories. But even I've watched things where even seasoned professionals are saying, I don't even want to talk about that sparring session with this kid because we brought this kid in because of his size and blah, blah, blah. But he gave us a lot of problems. You have people like Derek Chisora refusing to spar. Like, you offer me all the money in the world to spar this guy. I'm not going to do it. It's like, why would I risk my health for that shit? You know what I mean? He's I feel you on that one for real. Pause.
Trust. Pause on that. Pause on. Okay, Ovi, too nice. Sorry, you've been in. Yeah, pause again. You've been in and out, but I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. This is the new. So it's the new 5Roundz. Yeah, the 5Roundz show. So what we got as a palette, right? Here we go. Here's the trailer. Let me know what you think after.
Nothing will stop me. I care for nothing more than to see my name carved in history and for the world to bow before my greatness. I am coming for it all.
Yeah, man.
Respect. So I've got you on two screens. I've got you on my big screen in front of me as well, and the graphics.
The guy, you live in large, eh? Yeah, you're rich.
I'm not rich.
Even Ovi didn't see this clip, man.
No. Yeah, no, I didn't even see that. I'm the CEO. I'm the CEO.
Even Ovi didn't see this, man. So officially introducing 5Roundz TV, right? Which is going to be your home for the entertainment, So the 5Roundz show is going to be hosted on 5Roundz TV. This YouTube channel will change from 5Roundz podcast to 5Roundz TV. I think it's gonna give us a bit more creativity into what we can do, So maybe if podcasts will come, they'll happen. But I just wanted to make something that is more malleable to who we are now and what we do. So it needed a logo revamp. The logo is designed once again by Hands on Hill. who designed the first logo. We asked him to just refresh the logo that we had. I didn't want to get rid of the 5Roundz name. I think the 5Roundz name is a household name. It would have made no sense to just now, hey, 2 rounds. What is this? So.
You're lucky if you can last 2. Can you last 2 rounds?
Pause.
Talk about 5 rounds. You can even last 2.
Pause.
This video will be out after this show. After this show, I'll make it public on the 5Roundz Clips channel. Then I'll post it on the 5Roundz podcast channel too. But yeah.
No, respect, man. Congratulations. It's a big move to try and make, especially in this ever-changing world of podcasting, of social media podcasting, of YouTubing. Like, so for us to keep going as long as we're going, and for you to also to acknowledge the fact that it wasn't the same as what it was, or the vision wasn't exactly what you guys intended it to be, and to take that bold move to revamp, to change direction. It's big, man. I've got nothing but respect for you guys for that, man. So
appreciate it, man.
Like I said, we're all on different journeys. My journey is still the same, but again, like I said, everyone's journey and everyone's direction is slightly different. So I respect the fact that you've acknowledged it, the fact that you've seen that it wasn't the direction that you wanted to go down or go into, in the road you wanted to travel, and you've taken it upon yourself. What I'm trying to say is I'm glad and I'm proud of the fact that for people that came up at the same time, I'm glad you didn't quit. That's what I'm trying to say, because the easiest thing to do is to back out and to be like, nah, I'm done. I can't do this shit anymore. Do you know what I mean? So that's respect, man. That's respect. That's something I'll never do. I'll never quit. And I've seen it in you guys. And then when we had that conversation the other day, I was a bit like, nah, surely not, man. Like, because for someone like me, like when I said healthy competition, that shit spurs me on. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, we'll always feature and help each other out along the way. But in my head, I'm like, you guys have revamped. I've got to step my game up as well now. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know another thing? Yeah, another thing, Fred, as well. You're saying like, this revamp of us, to be honest, like with podcasts like yourself, right, that are doing other different things, it's actually gonna allow us more to do more bigger, better collabos with you. You know what I mean? Because because like, that's the whole thing. The whole idea is it's gonna make a mix of everything. So we know that. Yeah, like we looked at it and when he sat down and one time he said to me, he said, "Right, I'm thinking like this," you know what I mean? And the other day we had a phone call. I think it was even late. I think it was around 11. I'm like, yeah, man, I've been thinking the same way. I've been thinking this, and I'm giving examples. It's actually easier. It's gonna give us an open. It's like more an open world than when it was a podcast. It was more like giving us only one route. You know what I mean? Because there's like when you started behind the scene, right? And there's certain things where I would say to one Tally, and one Tally would say to me, "Will say, yeah, we can't do that shit on the podcast because it's a podcast, bro." I'm not lying, that one Tally is like, nah.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I get that.
And that's why when we revamp, we're like, yeah, it means like nobody's safe. Nobody is fucking safe right here.
No, I think with podcasting, the way we do it, you're quite limited to what you can do at that particular moment.
You know what I mean?
Whereas especially with you guys do a live one as well. That shit is not that shit has to be literally on to the day current, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I feel it, man. Like I said, it's nothing but respect, man. Like it's like you said, it makes we all rethink our direction. I'm not changing mine because I'll set that vision. That's the. But like I said, it spurs me on to rethink things ever so differently, ever so slightly, and to not change direction. But like I said, I love healthy competition. To me, I'll be like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Do you know what I mean? But it's not beef, it's love. Like, it's from a place of like love and spurring each other on. So it's like that's why I'm saying, like, I'm proud of you guys, man. Like we started this whole thing together. You guys have seen that what you were doing wasn't working, so you've changed it up, and I've got nothing but respect for that, man. So, and I'm always gonna fucking support it as well. So like as I do, as I've always done. So
appreciate
it, man. And as we do behind the scenes, there'll be fucking arguments, there'll be constructive criticism, there'll be all this, that, and the other. But like that's not for everyone to see.
It's actually good for what we do. It's actually good for what we do. It's actually very good for what we do, because because
and we've had heated behind the scenes discussions and
fuck
conversations.
yeah,
And
bro.
like
Fuck,
real
like,
heated
big
shit.
one.
You know what I mean? Like where we were like, damn, you guys friends or not? It's like it's one of them. It is what it is. But like it makes for better content. Do you know what I mean? Like in the long run. So yeah, man.
One day we'll do one in person. I've already got something set up in my living room. So Fatson, you're welcome to join.
Oh, make it happen, bro.
I wanna
Pause,
do
by
it
the way.
in
Pause.
person.
You need to use your pause, bro. Come on.
Pause, bro. Pause.
Call me on that food, bro.
But yeah, we got even Daddy Mopo was meant to be here today, but obviously I said, look, maybe wait for the new show. He was meant to be here for the new show, so I said, wait first. So he will come and he will do his thing as well.
Pause.
You guys are dirty, man. I'll play the trailer once again, man. I'm playing the trailer.
Nothing will stop me. I care for nothing more than to see my name carved in history and for the world to bow before my greatness. I am coming for it all.
Yeah, man. So
Respect.
Appreciate it. Yeah, Hands on Ill doing his thing once again. On this, the revamp was crazy. We look. The reason we took long was because I was waiting on the logos. I needed the new logos. We can't say 5Roundz podcast is over, then just wait. I wanted 5Roundz podcast to end next week. New thing.
There you go. That's the way to do it. As well. That's the way to do it.
Exactly, man. So next week it'll be a whole lot of different. It'll be a little bit different, not a lot. It won't be a podcast anymore. It'll be a little bit more flexible. Hey, my God.
Hey. That's it. No. Go again. No, see, I told you. Told you. That's what happens. You see, that's what happens when you went to schools like the ones you went. This is it. This is it. This is it. You see?
To be fair, I didn't go to an international school. To be fair,
this is it.
I don't even know.
Now you see,
my accent is like this. My accent should be more like.
No, you're like you're lucky that you grew up a lot of years in England. Otherwise, you'd have been I don't know.
No, I grew up in Malawi.
Yeah, but no. But you spent mostly when you grew up now. No. Yes, you spent. No, yes, it's true. You spent a lot of time. You grew up in Malawi, right?
It doesn't matter,
bro. You're lucky. I'm telling you, because otherwise you'd have been. I don't know. Right now you'd have been Kwanya. You'd have been a bike in the hood selling Masam.
When I came here, a lot of people thought I sounded American, so I had an American twang.
Yeah, but because when we were back home, right, we were watching American shit, and everybody thought like that's the way, because we're listening to hip hop.
I didn't go to St. Andrews. I didn't go to St. Andrews. I didn't go to Southend. I didn't go to. Okay, obviously I went to Bambino. I think the thing is, I lived in El City, so El City. Like the English there is different. Like it's the capital city, so everybody spoke like they were American. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a bit of
It's hip. And then when you go to Blanta, it's like how what rag this one. It's like.
This side down in the south, we are more G. We are more gangster. We're more flex.
Shut up, bro. Shut up. You know what I mean? That's
you know what I mean. Good.
In B-Town is a bit different. So that's why I've got an accent, because I was born in the capital city, grew up in the capital city. I went to some schools in the capital city as well. And then I went to boarding school. When I went to boarding school, it was a hell lot of different because I had to learn the lingo. I had to learn, government school and stuff. Anyway, next week, don't worry. Next week, the 5Roundz show begins. Be there. We'll try and be on time. We will be on time, actually.
When I pull up, I'm pull up big tanker. Straight G West Side.
So everything here is going to change. Like this overlay is going to change. The podcast icon is the channel.
Well, we're also going. Sure, we're also going back to the other thing anyway. I'm not going to say it. The other thing that I've been using.
Yeah. We will be. So just make sure you're subscribed, guys. Make sure you're subscribed. I will start posting more videos on 5Roundz clips. You'll probably get more videos of clips on 5Roundz clips than you will do on the 5Roundz TV show, 5Roundz TV channel. Sorry, But guys, I really appreciate your support. We really appreciate your support. You guys have been with us from day one to now. Big up yourselves. Yeah. I want to thank first. Let me start with the pandees. So the lead pandee, Queen RB, thank you very much. Gunjan, thank you very much. Anna, you know what's up. Almost about to drop as well, almost about to drop. Edna, Lorizy, Adele, come on, there's more people. Claire as well. Claire got married. You know Claire got married? You didn't even know that, did you? Claire got married. Claire got married. Yeah, Claire got married. So big up Claire. Obviously Nala and MP got married.
Yeah.
Who else? The people that like have been with us from like day one. Tasha, big up Tasha as well. Did I say Lorizy? I said Lorizy. I said Edna. Who else? Yeah, so all these people that supported us from day one, man.
Even me too, guys. Me too. I lost 10 kgs. I lost 10 kgs. I just want to put it out there.
Definitely no Francis. Come on, you can't forget about definitely no Francis. Yeah, but then to the people that supported, the people that turned up as well. Sam, I've got to say Sam. Like when I went to the old clips.
And I also have a child. I don't shoot blanks. Just want to put it out there too.
Yes, you have a child. Sam, I'm talking about Samantha, yeah, from Cote d'Ivoire. You said from Cote d'Ivoire. Remember, you said Samantha from Cote d'Ivoire. Big up, Sam, man, for making this podcast what it is now. Bui, RJ, Kim of Diamonds, Hazel Mack, M. Patrick, Fat
RB,
Drew, RB, RJ. But we're gonna continue anyway. Some of the interviews that never happened, yeah. We had Onesmus in our WhatsApp group. We had Onesmus ready to go, but timings didn't work. We also had Speedy the Goat. You guys know who Speedy the Goat is? Huh? No? Sweetie Lavo. Hey, Lavo. We had him in the WhatsApp group too, but he was busy too. Hopefully we get him at a certain point. Who else did we have in the chat that we never interviewed? There were more people, to be fair.
Who's that?
Oh, JB has been. We've been like JB needs to come. We've been on a call with JB so many times. This guy.
Yeah, like I called him sometime. Like we're talking the video like for fucking an hour and a half, right?
Vida as well. Vida's another one. So yeah.
Vida, yeah, we're not going to do a lot of call up as well with Vida because I'm closer and we've been talking like sketch. There's a few ideas as well too, like
who else? There's a few people.
Idris Elba, but I told him because
Idris Elba, shut up, man. That is another one as well. But look, guys, thank you very much for the support. Who else? The main guy, so MP Nala.
Can I just say this in 4K, right? Can I just say this in 4K, right? Guys, we've done loads of interviews. Like this is the funniest shit, and I wanted to send you this because this is the last episode. I'm gonna put it right there in 4K. And guys, we've done like even the first time, even Fredson, the fact that even Fredson was friends with one time, he came through, no problem. We done Young K, guys. This is the big hip hop legend. We done Malinga, Zeze Kingston. Zeze is hot. Guys, we've done AK on the board. We've done Farmer Michael. Farmer Michael is one of the biggest comedian in Ireland. You know what I mean? He came through a couple of times, Versi. Like the list is not. But guys, I was so in stitches. I had to send a screenshot to 130, right? 130 is running away because
hold on, man. I didn't pee. Fuck, I didn't pee.
Guys, I holla at Nepman and they said, Nepman, want to come through? No, have a chat. This nigga had the audacity to say for how much? Yeah, you're on mute. Nigga,
fuck you.
I say, I can't hear you. We can't hear you. I say, Fredson. No, zero. I swear to God. Hey, One Charlie, can you check his Fatson muted on your side? Because he can't hear him. He's trying to speak. Yeah, I can hear you, but you're far away. Can you check? Because Fatson is trying to speak and we can't hear him.
Fatson is on mute. Fatson is on mute. Fatson is on mute. He muted himself. Did he mute himself? No, he didn't. He didn't mute himself. So what's
because he's trying to speak and we can't hear him. Huh?
Fad, what's going on?
No.
We can't hear nothing. Nothing, man. We can't hear nothing. Check your microphone.
No, he's checked. He's done that mic check. Yeah, go. Yeah, he's gonna go out and come back. Yeah, go on, come back.
Why are you dissing that man on live, man?
No, I'm not dissing. I'm just saying the nigga had the audacity to say that shit. You know what I mean?
Actually,
no, it's not. I'm talking the real. We interviewed Young K, right? Young K is hip hop guru, legend of. You know what I mean? Legend. The Young K has done music before this. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong.
Wait, let me call Drew. I'm calling Drew. It was Drew's birthday this week.
Yeah. Yeah, Fatso, can you speak?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
You're live on the podcast, man.
One second before you talk, yeah.
What about it?
No, speak English. Drew, speak English, please.
Drew.
What about it?
Happy birthday to you, cuz.
Drunk. Ovi says happy birthday.
Thank you.
How old are you now?
75.
Hey, man, listen, we're on the final episode of 5Roundz podcast, man. How do you feel about it?
Final episode?
Yes.
What do you mean final episode?
The last episode of the podcast.
That's not. What? Like what? What do you mean last episode of it? That not happening anymore.
There will never be an episode on 5Roundz.
We will explain to you.
You don't.
We'll send you an email. About it.
He doesn't believe me. It's the truth.
I don't believe you.
No, just what? We're gonna explain to you.
I'll let you simmer on this, but I'll let you know later. But yes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, brother.
I'm getting younger and younger.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Is there a certain person we both know there? I know there is.
Drew.
Is there
a certain person we know? It's a he.
Drew.
A certain person we know that's here.
Drew.
I mean, like pay me a visit. Like, what are you talking about?
Bye. I'll call you later. Bye.
I say, bye. I say, let's address this one. Fredson wanted to answer that to this. So, Fredson, after all that list that we have right there, this guy had the audacity. He texts me back. He say, "How much? For how much?"
You guys, you really want me to send you my invoice? Because by the way, every time I feature it, there's the accountants, the accountants are crunching the numbers.
You know what I mean? I was like, nigga, you for real?
I should also charge for editing the videos, right?
Bruh, if maybe I sent to 50, I saw 50 and 50 said that, I'll say, okay, maybe I understand. Or maybe if it was I showed speed, maybe I'll be like, okay. Maybe, but still I'll be like, I'm not like I couldn't believe it. I had to screenshot. I sent to one time. I said, look at this, I swear to God.
Hey, listen, you can't knock the hustle, man. Like, respect the guy for even asking, man. Not many people ask the question, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, it is what it is.
For sure.
Young K, bigger than him. Never asked for a penny, came through. Zeze, bigger than him.
Artist. This is his craft. He believes that he brings a monetary value to the views. I saw it. Yeah, I was like, okay, cool, I get it. He's in America, so in America, people have different views on things.
Dude,
I get it.
Dude, Farmer Michael can bring him more money to the value than anything, but the guy came come to free. Okay, Young King, same thing.
We don't have
even Fatson got NIC even on. Did the guy say, "Oh no, pay, come on, bruh"?
The finance we make ain't a lot of hype. What do you think the S in phantoms $?
I was like, nah. But just, I have to say it in 4K, and I'm gonna say that I don't care if a nigga gonna hit me. I love his music, but now I'm kind of not gonna like it anymore.
What the 5Roundz show is about. We don't care. We don't care about.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know what I mean?
We're gonna say it like it is. We're gonna give you our opinions, whether be it what's going on in the country, we're gonna give our opinions. You know what I'm saying?
That's opinion. That's opinion. It's the same. I get Johnny Bro come through. No, but you don't want to ask for money. But Johnny Bro go online live right now, and that thing will be packed with over 5,000 viewers live.
That's true.
Over 5,000, sometimes 10K. If it's on live, you see 15K. People watching it up. You never ask for a penny, bro.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is like I get your frustration, but look at the roster of guests you've had, man. Like just be proud of that, man. Embrace that shit. You know,
and I do.
If people want to bring their negativity, if that's what you want to call it, and ask for money and finance, let them, man. Like it's a fun, as what Daddy says, it's a family show. It's fun. It's involving gay, and if people don't want to fucking enjoy, that's their problem.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
The time we asked you to come here, went to interview. That time, you had the power to say, okay, pay me for that shit. Yeah, because you're bringing in what you've done. We want to talk about what you've done. But why you're like, yeah, fuck that, no problem, boys, I'll come through. You know what I mean? Okay, even the fact that you knew one child, you know what I mean? But like, come on, homie.
Since the podcast has ended, Ovi's got an opinion now. What the hell's going on here?
I got all opinions. I got all opinions. I got all opinions now because the podcast is ending. So how am I on the homies feeling like that? You know, they're feeling G. You know what I mean?
And that's what it is. But yo, you guys keep doing what you're doing, man. For real, it's admirable. It's admirable.
We are here, man. We are here. The podcast trailer. The new 5Roundz TV trailer is out now. It's visible on 5Roundz Clips, and I've just posted it on this podcast channel as well. So make sure you go out there and like it, share it to your friends, let them know that big things are going. Let them know.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for joining. It's been a pleasure, and it's good that we're back with a bang. Anna, I hope this was satisfying because Anna said you better make sure this is a good show. So Anna, I hope this was a good show. Guys, thank you for pulling up. And 5Roundz podcast is done out here, man. We done. It's now 5Roundz show. Do you know what I'm saying? So thank you very much for hanging with us, for chilling with us. It's that's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. So for the guys that are gonna listen to this later on Spotify, this is the last episode, but we're not gonna delete it, so you can listen to it as much as you want. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're gonna do this. Thank you, Fasten. Thank you, over to
Anytime.
You know what I'm saying? And we out of here, man.
Peace.
Peace.